Here with the Siren of Stout, Barb Baker, who's a beer connoisseur. Is that like a sommelier of beer?
It kind of is, but not really.
Okay. So we're going to celebrate all things beer.
Yes.
Right? Craft beers are just everywhere, every place in the country, but in Michigan, big deal.
Oh, 1.5 breweries open every day in the U.S.
Wow.
So they're just like coming out like every
Popping up
second.
everywhere.
Yeah.
That's so. What do you attribute like this new just love of beer to? Because I'm a beer girl and I have been. So why is all of a sudden everyone jumping on the bandwagon? Do you think?
Because it's delicious.
Okay, then
You know,
there's
it's
that.
like
Enough said.
it's amazing. There's so many different types of beer. It's just
Right.
like wine. If you haven't found a beer that you like yet, you haven't tried enough beers.
There you go.
So Oktoberfest, the official one ended. It could last right through October and keep on going. But the reality is that we now have a reason to celebrate.
Yes.
But we always have. And now
Yes.
you're going to tell us why we should be thinking about beers in the ways we should.
Right.
Well, a little bit about Oktoberfest. I know we were talking about that. Oktoberfest goes from September 19th to October 4th. And everyone thinks it goes all through October.
Right.
Right.
But it doesn't, and basically it's because of weather. In September it's warmer, in October it's colder, so it's
That makes
pretty
sense.
logical.
Perfect
Okay.
sense.
And how it started was, it was a wedding between Bavarian Crown Prince Ludwig. I hope you guys
Oh,
like
I
how
remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Princess Teresa. They got married, they were having such a great time,
Okay.
and he wanted to celebrate his nuptials every year. And from that, it's what became this huge, amazing beer festival internationally.
Okay, my kind of guy, Mr. Ludwig.
Okay.
Ludwig.
So what do we need to know? What are some of the nuances from pouring, using special glasses? What do you want to show us?
Yeah, we're going to get into that, but
All right.
let me tell you a little bit about what we have in
Okay.
here, because when you
Yes.
guys do your taste test, 2 of those beers will be right here.
Okay.
Oh.
So we'll start with our Oktoberfest beers.
Okay.
This one here, now I will say all of these are Michigan beers, because whatever beer anyone makes in the country, we can make it just as good here in Michigan,
All
or
right.
better. So I'm a big Michigan beer fan.
Yes.
So basically, this is Short's Noble Chaos. This is your typical Marzen. This is your typical Marzen. It's caramely, it's malty, and it's what people have been drinking in Munich for centuries, since the 15th
So
century.
we would call that a dark beer? Is it that?
Yeah,
it's
it's considered an amber lager.
Okay.
Amber lager.
This one here is exactly what they drink in Munich. So this
Okay.
is an Oktoberfest beer. And basically, they just started drinking this in the 19th century, and this is for volume drinking.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that part out. Now I can
Okay.
go home.
Now,
Okay.
but wait a minute. What, you mean like they run a hose of it over to you at your
Yeah,
party? What do you mean?
exactly.
Kind
volume
of. You know
drinking?
those huge mugs? There's
Yeah.
like-
Oh, yeah, the Steins.
Yeah, they are filled with this right here.
this.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Is
Does it have
li-
like less alcohol in it? Is
It does
that
have a little less alcohol than
Okay.
this one. It's lighter in body, and it's easily drinkable. It's more drinkable.
Okay, so we know what
am
to
I
drink at volume, and we know what to drink for Oktoberfest. How do you know the difference between like an autumn beer and some other season?
Well, basically, with seasonal beers, they come out with the season that's there. Okay, like pumpkin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pumpkin's a big deal.
Right.
So all of these are pumpkin beers. So basically, let me go ahead and do a run through of these
Okay.
seasonal beers. So this is by Griffin Claw. This is a pumpkin ale, one of my favorites, Screaming Pumpkin. It has pumpkin, molasses, pumpkin spices, and
Wow.
deliciousness. That's like the fourth ingredient.
Okay.
Okay.
This one here, for all you folks that are celiacs or gluten-free, this is Blake's Autumn Cider. There's molasses and pumpkin in this. And this here will blow your socks off. So whether you like beer or not, in which case I try not to hang out with anybody that doesn't like beer, this is really amazing.
The bar is high, or in your case, the bar is
Seriously.
open. Yeah. Okay.
So right here, I am the Siren of Stout, so I had to bring a stout. This is Founder's Breakfast Stout. It has 2 different types of coffee. It's made with oats. It's creamy. It's chocolatey. It's super, super amazing. And you can drink this for breakfast.
I was
have
just going
done
to
it.
say, I'll buy you some tomorrow morning. That's going to be
Instead
me
of
and
a
you.
coffee, I
Yes.
don't think I can do that.
So basically, and I brought you guys 2 Adventures in Ales cups, so when you're drinking your beer in the morning, coffee before work,
Right, right.
you know, then...
But in some cultures, that's kind of like going to Italy and when they're having wine all the time.
Oh,
Beer
yeah.
is the...
You can drink wine all the time in Italy.
Yeah.
Same here.
Okay. All
And last but not least, I got you guys one of the best IPAs out there. Now, this is Bell's Two Hearted Ale. This is what we're going to be doing our tasting with.
Okay.
And this it's malty, it's citrusy, it's hoppy, it's super delicious. And this is the only one that's all seasonal. This is the
Okay.
one you can drink all year round.
So what do we have here in front of us?
Now, we have our IPA right here.
Okay.
And what I'll do quickly before I pour it in my glass is I have an IPA glass here. And I'm going to go ahead and explain to you the 2 main reasons why this is better than a pint glass.
Okay.
And basically we call this a default beer glass because this was just a martini shaker glass. That's kind of what it was. So basically with this IPA glass, there's two great things. You notice there's like little laser etching on here?
Yes.
This actually helps form bubbles so that there's head retention. So the head stays higher. Also, there's quartz in this glass, so that way your beer stays about 3 degrees colder.
Wow.
I am into it.
Who would have thunk it?
I wouldn't have known.
Okay, so an IPA, that means what?
An IPA means Indian Pale Ale.
Okay.
So should I like go like this, like with wine?
Actually, that's exactly what we're
Oh,
going to
really?
do.
I was just-
That is number one. The first thing you
right.
do is color and clarity. So you're going to hold it up to the light, and we're going to look at it. It looks like it's an amber
good to me.
gold color.
Right.
You can tell that it's very clear, so there's no yeast in it. So
Okay.
we can know just by looking at this, it isn't a stout or a Hefeweizen.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to do a
A
drive-by.
Hefeweizen? It
Hefeweizen.
sounds
We'll
like
get into
something.
that.
You know what
We'll
that
get
is.
into that
Something that sounds like you
Okay.
catch it when somebody sneezes. I got a Hefeweizen.
So number two, we're going to agitate
don't drink it yet.
and run it by our nose.
Agitated?
Agitated.
This opens up our olfactory senses because now we're going to really sniff it. Two
Oh,
hard,
sorry.
quick sniffs.
Okay.
You can smell the grapefruit, the lemon. What do you guys
Yes, you
smell?
can.
I do smell
Grapefruit
grapefruit.
right away.
Yeah.
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 So, and then after that, now you can
Okay.
sip it.
All right.
But this is just to exfoliate your palate.
All right.
So just a quick sip.
Oh, it's smooth. Kathy, Lee, and Hoda have nothing on our show.
Now the very last one is your retro nasal sip. So what we're going to do
Okay.
is drink it and breathe in. So
Okay.
try this at home, but I am a professional.
Okay.
I'm scuba certified, so let's see.
And you can breathe out once it's going down your throat.
Oh, yeah.
You can taste just all the complexities in the beer, and it makes it really amazing. This is how I
That's
drink
a little
all my beer.
scary that all of that just worked.
Yeah.
That was-
But that's really cool.
That is very cool.
All right, so what? Real quick, what's
fabulous.
over here? These were just for display.
No, those are your testers. So that knowledge I just gave you, you guys are going to head on over there
We're going to
and
go
tell
to
me
a
which
break
ones
in a
they
minute.
are.
Plus, you know, the good news is we've got a workout coming, so
Yes.
this is wonderful.
Absolutely.
Barb has a top 10 list of her favorite Michigan breweries that you might want to check out. You can find out more by going to our webpage or click on Detroit.com. Barb, it's
That's
good to
right,
have you
and-
with us.
It was great to be here.
Thank
this was
you.
so much fun, guys.
Thank you very
so
much. Yeah.
And